Flosstube.
I'm Connie.
I'm Melina.
And we are
Count Twice, Stitch Once.
Sorry about the reflection in my glasses, but Melina has her light on, so it should get you in a happy mood.
The
It's all gloomy and snowy out there today. I mean, the snow's mostly melted, I think, now, but
We went from
it was snowy.
81 on Friday to snowing on Sunday. Cool.
Yeah, it's making my teeth glow.
They're very bright, but you know, it's like a real, gives you the sun, so you don't have seasonal depression, which I do have. We're working on it.
Anyway.
Okay, we're gonna here to talk about
cross
stitching. And what are you gonna start with? Whips?
Yes.
Or are you gonna go in order of your stuff?
No.
Okay.
No,
okay.
No. We're gonna start with whips.
Okay.
This is my whip I have had since January. It's one of the two things that I didn't finish in my 70 starts for my 70th birthday, and it is Bonhomme's de Neige Automne Collection Tralala, and this is stitched on 32 count gray, pearl gray, linen something, I don't remember, but anyway, I was working on that. I've been working on that. It's over one. I've been working on that, putting in like a half an hour every night so I can try and get it done, but I don't get very far because it's over one, but anyway, it's taken me a while.
You beat me to it because I was about to be like, because you're stitching it over one?
Yeah. So that's one of my whips.
Okay, so I have this whip is a Rosewood Manor Winter. These are the Four Seasons ones she released. They can all be framed in a 5x7 frame, and I have done autumn and summer already, and I have winter to finish and then spring, and I need to finish this before winter is officially over, which we are fast approaching. So I guess I need to start paying attention to working on this, but this is where it's at. It's not there's like a lot of flowers up here and some other stuff, so I got some ways to go, but I got some good progress on it.
Pretty.
So
I like the colors in that too.
Yeah, so you know,
very pretty. Oh, okay. Another one of my whips is Lolly Claws, which is another one that I started in January and didn't finish yet. So yesterday, Melina and I went to Roscoe, Illinois to Beautiful Sip and Stitchery and met Christine there, who is, what's her Flosstube name?
crap. Apothecary.
Yeah, Apothecary Stitches.
I think
so. Anyway, sorry, Christine. But we went there and met Christine and sat in the stitching room. And then I did work on this a little bit after I got, I guess I only worked on it there. Oh yeah, I stopped working on it in the car on the way home because I got a tangle in my thread, but
the Apothecary Stitcher.
It's Lolly Claws by Satsuma Street. And that's how far I am. So I still have a ways to go, but I got a big knot in my thread right there, so I said, okay, time to go away.
What a joy.
What a joy. So yeah, those are my two whips that I did not finish in January because I've been trying to finish these starts as I do them. It's worked so far except for those two.
Pretty good. Okay, I think on our last Flosstube, Mom had showed this chart that she did, and then I stole it from her, and then I did these two turtles.
Cute.
And I like this one better.
You can do whatever colors you want with those, and they still are cute.
So I made two turtles. I think we counted this as like 160 some stitches, and both of these were saps. And maybe even in the same day.
And And this is another whip that is actually part of my haul too, but I forgot the actual whip at home because I was pressing the fabric and it's on my ironing board. So anyway, I got this at BU Dibble Zip and Stitchery. It's the 2025 Collection Heart by Heart in Hand. And it came with the fabric and the beads and everything. But I was going to make this for my Smalls exchange for the Stitch West retreat. But anyway, that's part of my haul, but also a whip. Because it's my 23rd start out of 70 starts for my 70th birthday.
Okay, I don't remember if I had started this when we filmed last time or not, to be honest
I
with
don't
you.
remember either. But it's hard.
This is a kit from RTO called Red Mermaid. It came with the most crunchy gross Ada, so I ordered even weave to stitch it on.
Like, yeah.
I think it's even weave. Or it's linen. No, it's linen. I'm lying to you. And this is where I'm at.
So pretty.
And I feel like when I hold it up and a screen records it, it looks so good. When I look at it in person, I see the face and I'm like, ugh. But then when you hold it up, it's like, oh yeah, it's definitely a face. So that's how far I've gotten.
Yeah, it looks way better when you hold it up like that than it does when you're just looking at it.
So I hope it starts looking better in person once I get more of the stitches in there. And it's just like the away effect that's making it help right now. But yeah, so I know she's going to be really pretty when she gets done. This is not easy to stitch on based on my current stitching process. So it probably will be a whip for like until it gets finished. It's going to be one that I at least work on once or twice a week because I need to make sure that I'm not losing track of what I'm doing with this chart. Yeah, it's confusing.
It will look like it would be confusing.
So.
So, but others
is all finishes.
The rest is all things that I started since we recorded, but I actually finished them also. So they're starts that are now finishes.
I should have saved those turtles for that. I didn't even. Whatever.
It doesn't matter.
It's all mixed together.
It doesn't matter.
Go for it.
So one of the things, and I did, and I don't have anything with this because it was a PDF. And it is a bereavement quote by the Cross Stitch Traveler that I ordered from Etsy. And it's hard to forget someone who gave us so much to remember. This is in honor of Brooke Nolan from Brooks Books Publishing. We are doing, well, someone is making all of these squares into a quilt or wall hangings or whatever they decided to do. I'm not sure. There's a big group and there's like 70 some people in it, I think. So everyone did a square. You could do as many squares as you wanted. I only did one. And I changed this a little because it was circular. I did not want it to be circular. But it's really pretty. So there is that. My bereavement quote. And that was my start February 7th, and I finished it on February 14th. And now I have to get it in the mail because they have to be there by April 1st.
Better get it mailed.
So tomorrow I gotta go to the post office.
Okay, this is another one of my whips. This is by Birdie's Crossing on Etsy, and it's called No More 2 is the official name of it. I've been calling it a different word that starts with an F. That's going to be in the middle of the chart. This is where I'm at. And so I've made pretty good progress. I'm over 50% done now. So
It's looking so good.
Pretty.
I love it on that fabric.
I can't tell where I'm at. Okay, there we go. So that's where we are. So pretty. Yeah. This fabric, I lost this. I had the sticker. I lost the sticker. I know I put it somewhere. I can't remember where I put it. It is a Silk Weaver opalescent even weave 32 count, but I can't remember what it's called. Sorry.
Oh. My next one that I started this on February 4th and finished it on February 25th was Valentine's Day Quaker by Primrose Cottage. And I did this on Flamingo by Laura's Fabrics. I got in a black needle box, and then I did not use the called for colors. I switched them to Color and Cotton and Weeks. One was Romance, I think one was Rose Garden. I don't remember what the teal one was. And some other color too that I don't remember. There's 4 colors that I used.
I like it.
Anyway, that was a fun one. I like doing that. I saw that somebody had stitched a few little motifs in the kind of turquoisey or blue color on Instagram. Some people well, actually a lot of people have been stitching that. So I saw that and I thought, ooh, that's cute. I like that. So that's
I'm
what
gonna
I
do
did.
that too. Okay, so this next whip comes with a fun story.
Oh yes. Poor thing.
So this is Glendon Place Plum Pudding. I've been working on this at trivia that I go to do every week, every Thursday at trivia, and this is what is easy for me to stitch on there. Yes, it's dark, it's in a bar, but this is on white. I could see it good enough. I am taking advantage of my young eyes while I have them, except maybe not anymore. So in trivia, my team is serious, and we use whiteboards and dry erase markers to write our answers on because we have loudmouths that can't talk quietly, so they aren't allowed to talk when they're talking about answers. Anyway, so there was a lot happening, and I dropped my fabric on my lap when I was stitching, and then the waitress came, and it was the final round question, and she was trying to get us to check out. It was like, blah, and I dropped my marker, and I thought the cap was on it. It was not. So this is not looking great right now. You can see this spot up here, and there's like a little spot over here that's pretty much gone that was next to that one. So this is faded a lot, actually.
Yes.
And then there's a big spot right down here.
Which is actually...
It has faded a lot, but it still looks pretty aggressively pink.
Yeah.
And then also because I soaked it to try to get those off, you can kind of tell that my fabric, or my floss, has now soaked into the white,
yes,
because this is white fabric, and so like there's no stitching in this part where it clearly looks pretty purple. So I decided
that part will be covered up mostly though, won't it?
Yeah, but
Not all of
it's
it.
not, and I wonder if I shut this off.
It'd still be fine, I think.
Yeah, you can make, it's because the light is so bad right today, but there we go. You can kind of tell how much it's when I straighten it out with all the wrinkles. So I did try to soak it with like only getting the mark, but you know, it is what it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through another round of soaking to see if I can lessen these marker stains more, or maybe I'll try to put bleach on this one up here again because it didn't work the first time. We tried a lot of things.
We did.
And I'm going to figure out a way to maybe just dye a little bit of purple all over the fabric so it doesn't look like it's just in this part, and see what I can do. Because I mean, at this point, these pink spots are not going to be covered enough that you're not going to notice them because of how the chart is. So it's, I mean, essentially,
especially this big one.
Yeah, it's essentially ruined already. So at this point in time, I'm like, what am I going to do to make it worse? Like, let's just try to fix it, because this is Dinky Dye silk that I bought in a silk pack that was pricey, and if I start over, I am fairly certain that I will not have enough of these 2 colors I've already stitched to finish it. So I'm not starting it over. I'm going to figure it out, and I'm going to make it work. So whatever happens, it will look like something by the time I'm done.
So yeah, and we also decided that if you drop a pink marker on white fabric and only soak it for a little bit the first time, it kind of looks like blood stains.
It did look like blood stains.
We could make some blood stain fabric with that.
But the lesson, or the moral of the story that I guess I didn't realize until this happened, was that dry erase markers do not come out of stuff.
Right.
So don't do that.
That's had a lot of stuff tried on it.
And it was soaking for like
a long time.
Maybe 70 some hours, like 3 days, maybe more than that. Yeah.
Sucked.
Whatever, it'll get figured out.
Well, my next one that I worked on was Tortoise Tower, and I started this on February 15th and finished it on February 21st, and FFO'd it on March 1st because I was giving this to my sister for her birthday, and her birthday is March 4th. So happy birthday, Cheryl, and she loved it, but this was a picture of it after I FFO'd it. I just bought that frame, I think at, where did I buy that?
I don't know.
Can't remember. Might have just been one that I had in my stash. I think it was one that I had in my stash. And I already had the mat and everything in there, so.
Turned out good.
I actually tried to get, it got fairly straight. That was a pain in the, you know what? To try and get that straight. It was as straight as I could get it. I was like, I'm done with this. I did mess with it and messed with it and messed with it. So anyway, that was that. It was not fun. But anyway, that was that one.
All right, now you're on the mom show because
Okay.
I'm out.
All right. Well, these are not in any kind of order. They're just, I'll tell you when I worked on them and all the things. But this was Stitch Spool by Jeanette Douglas. And that I started on February 2nd and finished it on February 26th and FFO'd it on February 28th. And the only thing that is missing is on the back here they show, or on the front actually, they show a little black safety pin at the bottom right there, and I don't have one, so, and I keep forgetting to look for one or spray paint one black. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. So anyway, but it's FFO except for that little black safety pin. It's so cute. That was a fun one. It didn't take very long to stitch that up. I like it. So cute. Then I worked on Wicked Awesome Stitching. I got that by Helen Daly, which is Helen D on Flosstube. And she designed this and everything and had a tutorial on her Flosstube on how to finish this. It was it was in our swag bag or whatever you call that at the 2023 Stitch New England retreat. So I finished it following Helen D's tutorial and then put the square in there. Mine's not as quite as tight as hers, but it still fits in there and doesn't really fall out.
Cute.
So I think that's about it. So it worked. I started that on March 4th and finished it on March 5th and FFO'd it on March 14th. Then this was a kit from the Purple Thread called Wild Flowers. I got this at Galleria. Oh, I don't even remember when. I probably think it was like the first Galleria we went to.
Could be.
It was supposed to be a necklace, but it said in there that you could use it for a scissor fob or a necklace, and I finished mine into a scissor fob because I figured I would never wear it as a necklace. But it's cute little thing. I started that on March 4th, finished it on March 4th, and FFO'd it on March 5th.
Turned out cute. Oh, it won't.
It's kind of, that was an interesting finish too. I probably would have done that a little different if I knew what I was doing, but oh well. It worked. This is Peter Polar Bear. That's all I have is a printout because these are free charts from Brooks Books Publishing. You can still get these. And then I think it's stitched on Mint Splash by
Yeah.
Fabric Flare.
Yeah, that looks like what it is.
32 count, I think.
Yeah, it looks like 32 count.
Anyway, that's Peter Polar Bear, and I started that January 6th, but I did not finish it until February 28th. And obviously, it's not FFO'd yet. I was probably waiting till I got all of them done.
Yeah, I would think
Before I
that would be.
FFO'd
You
them.
could assembly line it.
Yeah. Then I had these. I've got a year of celebrations. I did not bring the chart with me. A year of celebrations by Hands On Design, May. I started that one February 3rd. I finished it March 2nd, and I finished FFOing it today. And that is for May. And I have this, I have this board that I got somewhere. I don't even remember where I got it. Okay. The computer, or the iPad keeps falling off the stand we have it on because we don't have a good holder for it. So anyway, we're now at a different angle. So anyway, as I was saying, I got this metal piece somewhere. So I have these that just, I finished them with felt on the back, but this is a big magnet. They stick right on there. So that's the May. Then I also finished, let's see, May. Did I say when I did it?
Yes.
Okay. This is June, and I started that on March 2nd and finished it on March 3rd and FFO'd it today. Basically, I put some quilt batting on sticky board, and then I glued the stitching on the sticky board. Then I put the magnet on there, and then I put the felt over the magnet and the trim on the edge. So that's how I finished.
Voila.
And they look cute hanging on there.
Yep.
That's my stuff. So then, let's see here. I have a bunch of things that I did from Jelly Bean Jubilee by Hands or with a Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. The first one was this one, which it was Tiptoeing Through the Tulips. I started that March 5th, finished it March 7th, and have not FFO'd it yet. Then I did Jelly Bean Garden. I started that on March 7th, finished it on March 11th, and have not FFO'd that either, as you can tell. Because I'm waiting till I have all these done. And then this is Penelope and Peeps. I started that on March 11th and I finished it March 15th after I got home from beautiful Sip and Stitchery. And that's that one. These are fun little stitches. I like them. And they're on 40 count Brenda's Brew by R&R Reproductions.
Oop, upside down. Now I'm gonna wrinkle them after you ironed them. I can't hold them all. You saw them.
Well, that fabric is a pain in the butt trying to get wrinkles out.
Okay.
And that is what I have been working on, actually.
That's it?
This is my list so far. 23 starts. 20 finishes, because you know I have the 2 from January that I haven't finished, and then the current one that I'm working on. So pretty dang good,
Yep.
in my opinion.
You're doing better than me. I'm behind. And I need to make a list because I haven't, and I feel like I'm gonna forget what I started. So maybe I need to put that on my to-do list, is to make a list.
Yes, you do. You do need to put that on your list. So, do you want to do haul, or should I do my FFO things?
Do your FFO things.
All right. Okay, here's one of my FFOs, and I started this quite a while ago, but then I had it sitting there and didn't all the way finish it. So now I all the way finished it, which is Freedom from Cherished Stitches. This is actually Melina's. Melina stitched this, and then I FFO'd it for her into this little pillow that came with, as a kit with all of the things. So it had all the buttons, the trims, the fabric, and then I added this little star on the back where I cut the hole to stuff it with.
Mom's so good
there
finishing
you
all
go.
my stuff for me. Love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then I finished this penguin from Satsuma Street. I can't remember. Cool Kid, I think was the name of that. Just basically put fabric on and felt on the back.
Turned out cute.
And I also had this one sitting there forever that all I had to do was stuff it and everything. Put the trim on. So I made that one. This is also from the Jelly Bean Jubilee book, but I stitched it on a different kind of fabric, and then I couldn't, some of the other ones wouldn't look it on this fabric, so I decided I would make that one into an ornament, and then I would stitch another one and make it into a little pillow to go with all the rest.
Whee!
Oh, cute. Now I can go hang it on my tree. Get my Easter tree going. And this one is Cookie Tree. It was in a Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. I cannot remember who the designer is. I'm sure it was on a Flosstube a long time ago, but that is my finish of that one.
Cute. I like the backing fabric a lot.
Me too.
Very cute.
It goes with the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
I was lucky I found that somewhere. I think at Joanne. Okay, I thought. So then I also finished.
Oh God.
Oh, shiitake mushroom.
We're a freaking mess today. I think we need to just say, it is what it is, people. It is what it is, people.
Everything's falling off. Anyway. Thank goodness it wasn't this one. Tiny Town, Big Hearted Tiny Town by Heart in Hand.
Oh, it did break though.
I know it did. It broke all the hell. And this is my finish. This is finished on a board by Paisley and Pink? Pink and Paisley? I don't know, something like that.
I can't remember which one it is.
Pink and Paisley, Paisley and Pink. There's one of those. It's so sad.
I think it's okay though where you can see it. Okay. Keep going. I'm gonna put it back.
So anyway, I finished this with some fabric that I bought at the Treadle, and then some ribbon that I got at the Treadle. I had these two heart buttons that I put some floss through and tied it, and then I thought it echoed these little buttons that are in the chart. And I thought it turned out so cute. And the way I have it done is I have this all on a big board. The back doesn't look very good, but it doesn't matter because it's the back. These are roofing something or others that Janet of Janet Jabber talked about on her Flosstube one time. So my husband ordered some for me, and then I have those. So then I have these same big magnets that I used on my year of celebrations, and then they actually stick through the wood to hold that on there. So that is my finish of Big Hearted Tiny Town. I love it. Sorry. Love, 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 love. My favorite finish, I think, of ever.
It's so cute.
I love it. So anyway, that's that one. Another one is this one that fell on the floor and broke.
You can almost not tell what happened.
Almost not. Anyway, that one is was
Oh.
very reflective.
It's too reflective. I can't handle it.
But it's
You gotta hold the corner together at this point.
okay. But it's what's the name of this one?
It's Tiny Modernist.
Tiny Matters Under the Sea, Sal. I think it was
Yeah.
stitch along, and then I glued some little shells and sand in there on the bottom. So now that was a shadow box frame that I had bought from Michael's. So I guess I'm going to have to go get another one.
I think you could just glue it back together right there,
Okay.
and it would be okay. If there's a dent,
Yeah. Well, that's on the back.
yeah. So I think it just needs to be glued back together. Basically, it's not staying
I guess
together.
your dad can do
Yeah.
that for me.
Because otherwise, it's okay.
All right. Well, that was sad, but anyway, that
I feel like
happens, I guess. My last FFO is this one. I had this frame from one of my friends had bought this at a thrift store, and it had a sampler in it that actually went the other way, and then another mat in it that was cut with the oval at the top for the sampler that was in there. Well, that was not in my style at all, but the frame actually went really good with my dimensions kit map of the USA. I'll have that because I gave all the stuff to somebody else, but anyway, that is my map, and I think it turned out pretty dang good
it did turn out good.
for having this already matted and already frame, and all I had to do was stick it in there, so
Yeah,
that worked out good.
turned out amazing.
So now I can hang it up. So that's all my FFOs. The rest of this stuff is, I'm gonna lay that flat so it doesn't fall over and break.
Good idea.
Since everything likes to be falling over. So the rest of this stuff is purchases, acquisitions.
Okay.
haul.
So I think in the last video I had forgotten my fabric of the month.
Yes.
I don't even know
You did.
I don't even know where we are. This is January's fabric of the month from Under the Sea Fabrics. It's lichen. It's like a greenish.
No, it's not showing up very good.
No, it's not. And then this is February's, and it is Eos. I don't know how you say it. It is like a purpley and a bluey.
Yeah.
That actually
Looks
is
good.
showing up good. The green didn't quite look like what it looked like, but that one looks pretty good.
Yeah, that one's actually showing up good.
Those are those two fabrics of the month is.
Yeah, they're pretty. Well, I guess I'll just show my haul from
Yeah, we can go there because that's all I have next too.
Beautiful Sip and Stitchery in Roscoe, Illinois. And here's a picture of Christine and Melina and I showing our bags of purchases while we were at this shop. It's a cute little shop, and you're supposed to call and reserve your time in the stitching room. But there was actually several more spaces that people could have sat in there. So you saw, whoopsie, my one purchase, which was this chart. Melina actually got the same one, and she still has her fabric in there because she hasn't started with her. And then we bought all the floss we needed and then split it up. But then I ended up having quite a few of them, so I let Melina have all the
I
ones.
gave Mom the majority of the split, like it
Yeah.
didn't split even, so I gave her the more of the split, and then the one she had, she just gave me the whole skeins of whatever. It all
Yeah.
evens out in the end.
Yep. And then I got this chart. We had seen this a long time ago. This is by Fairy Wool in the Wood, and told my daughter calls her husband Gingy Puff. So we thought she needed to stitch this for him, but I'll probably stitch it and give it to him anyways. But so cute. And it came with these little bells and a little charm that goes on the bottom.
Nice.
I thought it was cute. And
I bought another floss that I needed for a chart. It's a Karen Water Lilies.
I bought all
Exciting.
these flosses that I needed for a year in celebrations. Some weeks and some gentle arts and
Some bright colors in there.
so because I still have to do July, August, September, October, November, December. So that's the flosses I bought there.
Nice. And then I bought a bunch of different needles to try that I didn't have yet. So these are Ed Marco needles. Where am I? I don't know. Oop, I'm upside down. There we go. I don't know anything about them, but
No,
they're in there. I got Cosmo needles. I got these Whitecroft England needles. And I've used pony needles before, but never these pony needles with a colored eye, so these are turquoise, like teal. And I was like, can't pass that up. It's my favorite color. So
And I bought a bunch of pony needles, all the same, 28s, and because I'm going to make needle books to give to my table mates at the Stitch New England, or not Stitch New England, Stitch West Retreat. And so, yes, I got all these needles to put in those needle books. And then I also got 40 count Forget Me Not by Atomic Ranch linen.
It's pretty close.
Just because I liked it. Not because I have anything in mind, but you know.
Yeah.
I just
I bought some fabrics because I liked them. Also, this is a 40 count linen in dark peacock by XJU Designs. Can you tell that I like this color? I mean, I don't know where you would
That's
figure
really
out that
pretty.
I like this color from, but I like it. So I have no plans for this, but it's such a good color.
It is good.
And then the same thing happened with this pink is 32 count ultra pink by Forbidden Fiber.
Ooh.
And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this violently pink fabric, but I saw it and I was like, I probably just need to buy that.
You could stitch that Valentine Quaker on it and do it in like creams and whites or something
Yeah,
like that.
so
that
now
would be pretty.
I have some violently pink fabric. And then my last fabric purchase is this 40 count linen that's by Manny Didana. It's called The Beach. And I actually did buy this. It's not turning out too bad.
So pretty.
I think it's a little lighter than what it seems like on the screen,
because
but
all these blues look a little bit lighter in
Yeah.
person than.
it's got, you know, like the sand and the ocean on it. And I had a fabric that I was like, maybe for this, but then this is what I bought it for. So
It looks great.
I have all the flosses. They're Treenway silks. I bought the silk pack, so it looks really good with all the flosses on there. So this is gonna go with this, and now this is kitted, and will probably be one of my 40 starts this year. Cause I finally got the fabric I wanted for it. So, yay! That was all the purchases.
And then she gives everybody this project card.
Like for every piece of fabric you get, because I got 3 for
Yeah.
my 3 fabrics.
So I got only one because I only bought one fabric. And then I got these.
You got 2. I only got 1.
I only got one.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. So she gave us a Signs of Spring free chart and Being Happy free chart.
That's okay.
Yep.
It was like their shop is really cute, and the stitching room is nice. And one thing I love is where the fabric is. It's like all hung up on like clothes
Yes,
rack
so you
kind
can
of
see it really
situation.
easy.
You can really see and look through and figure out what you want. It's really easy to kind of like kit stuff up because it's just so easy to see it all.
It is. Awesome. So then some of Stitchy Kindness, I guess, or I don't know. This my friend Cindy gave me this. We found this cup in my stitching era, but at Joann Fabrics when we were in there. If you look at it really closely, though, it's more like knitting than actually.
I was gonna say, I see a yarn ball right there,
yeah,
so I was like,
it has yarn, and then it has like, there's the yarn, and then it has like, knitting needles. and different things that you use for
Yeah,
knitting.
a lot of that stuff looks like
Yeah.
more knit.
So
So it's
it's-
crochet hook and
Yes.
and those are stitch counters.
Yeah.
And that's like a circle needles.
Right.
Yeah, it's like definitely more like yarn.
Yeah. But
But it's still
we
cute.
still thought it was cute, so we got it.
Still cute.
She got one for herself too, but so cute. She said it was for my birthday. So, thank you, Cindy. So cute. Then I got a bunch of stuff from various and sundry places. I got ribbon from the Treadle. It's a local store that has a lot of fabric and stuff. I got these charms from Joann's. Some felts from the Treadle. I think this fabric was from, I can't remember. It was I think it was from Joann's. That I was gonna make needle books out of.
Cute.
I like that mushroom one. It has little snails in it.
Yeah.
Snails. And then I got these little spools because I was watching the Sunshine Stitchers, and when they went on their stitching cruise, they made counting pins out of all these little spools and put different color
Oh, that's cute.
floss on them and then made them into counting pins. So I thought, I can do that. And then I got some beads at Joann's. Got a bunch of little scissors to put in my needle books because they have little pockets so you can put stuff in there. So I thought, I could put some little scissors in there. Some other beads with little spider and witch hats. So I thought I could make some scissor fobs or whatever else with those. And some fabric from the Treadle. And that's my haul. That's it.
That's it for me.
So that's really everything I had that I can think of.
Yeah, I did put on my to-do list to make a list of my starts, so I'll do that. And maybe I can get on track and actually start something in March, because I don't think I actually have. I think that what I showed was February. And I haven't done any in March yet.
Oops. There you going.
I know I got obsessed with some projects and I've been working on those. So like mostly that mermaid one and the
And her
the
bad word
sweary one. Like I don't remember the actual name of it anymore either.
And I would also like to say thank you to the Steadfast Stitcher because she shouted us out. So then I went and watched her channel and subscribed to her. Her name is Beth and she has a cat named Chloe. She has a bunch of cute stitching, so go check her out. And then I also have a whole entire list that's probably about a page like this. Well, actually 4 pages about that size, that I wrote down a lot of floss tubers because one of the groups, cross stitch groups I'm in on Facebook, had, if you have a floss tube, put it in this list. And there was a bunch of people I never heard of in that list, so I wrote them all down and eventually I will get them watched, but I haven't watched anybody yet. But there were also a few people in there that I already watched, so I didn't write them down, but it was a long list. If I ever get through that list, it will be a miracle. Because we're leaving, and then, you know, when we go on a trip and stuff, I never have time to watch Flosstube very much, and so then I get way behind, and I don't even try to catch up because there's no catching up.
Yeah. No, there's not.
So anyway, I still need to go and watch several people and subscribe, but, you know, it will be a while.
Eventually.
Eventually I'll get there. So I think that's about all that I can even think of to talk about.
Yeah.
Because other than stitching and hanging out, working and finishing stuff, that's really about the only stuff I do. So you see it.
I've been working at a job, and also, you know, we're in end of winter, whatever's going on. I'm just trying to get to the end of the season at this point. But we're almost there.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's it.
I think
We're going to
that
keep
is it.
stitching and keep
Yeah.
starting.
Yep. I have just about half of mine done.
Overachiever.
I'm just gonna keep on doing it.
Yep, I know you will.
I was trying to do like 7 every month, but I've gone over 7 every month. So,
She can't help herself.
because if I was only at 7, I would only be up to 21, and I'm up to 23. So
Yeah.
I'll just keep going.
Keep it up.
I figure if I do, you know, work on one and finish it, and then work on the next one and finish it, and then work on.
And over and over and over.
That's right. Unless they're big, and then I'll probably have to just start it and wait to finish it later.
Yeah, I need to sit down and like figure out what I'm really gonna start, like out of the big stuff that I want to start, because I don't want it to all be ginormous, because it's gonna be brutal if then I have.
Most of my stuff is smalls, as you can tell, but
Yeah.
some of it is bigger. So, and I really do want to work on some of my whips too, but I haven't had time other than the ones that I started this year.
Well, if you stopped the goal of finishing all your starts, you could work on whips.
True, but I don't want to stop. So I want to get them finished.
There's only so many hours in a day.
I know. If I didn't need to sleep, I could get it done.
You do need to sleep, speaking from experience.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we all need sleep.
Anywho, we're rambling, so
Yeah.
thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for watching. Thanks for the new subscribers that we've gotten. Thanks for
Yeah.
coming and subscribing and watching and all the things.
Yep. Let us
Thank-
know if you have any questions in the comments.
And thanks for coming back to people
Yep.
who keep coming back for our craziness. This one is kind of crazy with all the computer.
I'm going to
falling.
try to edit it out, but if I didn't succeed very well and it feels weird, it's because the iPad fell multiple times and then the stitching crap. I don't know. There was a lot going on.
Everything fell.
We're having a calamitous episode today.
Yes, we are.
Okay. It's going to be okay.
Okay.
It's fine. All right. Bye.